A very good evening to everyone present here. It is indeed a matter of immense pride and joy to welcome you all to the special online interactive session organized by the Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research, DSPSR. I extend my heartfelt greetings to our esteemed honorable guest speaker for the day, Mr. Satyamedh Nandekar, Honorable Senior Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, Honorable Director of the College Professor Dr. Mahesh Sharma Sir, respected Registrar Dr. R.S. Singh Sir, our distinguished faculty members, and my dear fellow students. I, Klavya, a proud BCom honor student from the batch 2025 to 2029 at DSPSR, feel deeply honored to stand before you this evening. DSPSR has always been committed to nurturing leadership, strengthening professional capabilities, and guiding students towards excellence. Today's session is yet another inspiring opportunity to gain industry oriented knowledge and learn from the experience of a highly accomplished professional. To begin this enlightening evening on an auspicious note, let us join in the symbolic ritual of lighting the virtual lamp. This sacred act represents the victory of knowledge over ignorance and the illumination of wisdom, positivity, and hope. May this divine flame guide us towards clarity, purpose, and meaningful learning. Now I kindly request Miss Ishita Kashyap ma'am to please play the virtual lamp lighting video.
Hello, Arun sir.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय
Hello,
सूर्यकोटि
हाँ जी मैम।
समप्रभा
Arun sir. Kindly make Amardeep sir
निर्विघ्नं
co-host.
कुरु मे देव
ओके।
Amardeep,
सर्वकार्येषु
Shoki.
सर्वदा
Now, sir,
शुभं
check your audio and
भवतु
video.
कल्याणम्
या वर्किंग
आरोग्यं
फाइन मैम, थैंक यू।
सुखसम्पदा
Sir, you are not visible. Kindly check your
शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय
video.
दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते।
It is my great honor to welcome our distinguished speaker for today, Mr. Satyamedh Nandekar, a highly accomplished investment banker and finance professional. Sir is a chartered accountant, ACCA affiliate, company secretary, and US CMA showcasing exceptional multidimensional disciplinary expertise. With rich professional experience at globally leading firms such as EY and PwC, he with specialized expertise in IFRS 17. As a master tutor, Fo is particularly renowned for his strong command over IFRS with specialized expertise in IFRS 17. As a master tutor for ACCA and acclaimed IFRS trainer, he has mentored hundreds of aspiring finance professionals, blending technical mastery with practical industry insights. His professional excellence, academic brilliance, and dedication to mentoring young learners make him an inspiration for all of us at DSPSR. On behalf of the DSPSR fraternity, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to you, Mr. Satyamedh Nandekar sir. We are truly privileged to have you with us and eagerly look forward to your insights on IFRS, financial reporting, and career development in global finance. We are also delighted to welcome our moderator for today's session, Ms. Khushi Datta, a BBA student from the batch 2024 to 2028 at DSPSR. Khushi is a confident, articulate, and a dedicated learner actively involved in academic and leadership initiatives. Her clarity in communication, sincerity, and enthusiasm make her an ideal moderator for today's interactive session. On behalf of DSPSR, I warmly welcome you, Ms. Khushi, and we are delighted to have you conduct today's program.
इशिता मैम, लाना है तो इशिता मैम।
Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, you may take the session. Actually, you are supposed to take through PPT, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So kindly start.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you so much, Eklavya, for such a warm introduction, and thank you to all the dignitaries present for having me present a very, very thought-provoking session today. Thank you to all the students for making out time in the course of your, daily routine and coursework. I know it's you already are burdened with quite a lot of work, and in the middle of that, if you are taking the time out to attend a session such as this one, I am quite sure that you are very serious about where you want to take your career next. And I can ensure one thing that by the end of today's session, you will have emerged with more idea on how exactly can you take your career ahead. So I'm Satyamedh Nandedkar. I am a chartered accountant, ACCA. I have also done my CS and USCMA. And where we stand right now, I have been working for the last 13 years. I have worked with EY, I have worked with PwC, which are some of the biggest audit and consulting firms across the world. I have also had a stint in private equity, investment banking, and since the last 5 years, I have shifted my focus to learning and development full time. I am a faculty for ACCA. Now, I'm sure all of you are wondering कि यार हम इतने सारे लोगों से इतनी सारी बातें सुनते हैं about how to conduct our career, which direction to take, and what should be our next steps. And I'm sure so many of you feel कि यार अब हो गया, जितना पता करना था उतना सारा हमें पता है, let us make our decisions. But let me tell you, more than ever, in the year 2025, when I look at where we are standing, बच्चों के पास इंफॉर्मेशन तो बहुत है, नो डाउट, बट एट द सेम टाइम देर इज अ लॉट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन, प्राइमरीली बिकॉज ऑफ ओवरलोड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. इंफॉर्मेशन इतना सारा, इतना ज्यादा और इतने सारे सोर्सेस से आ रहा है आपके पास, दैट इट बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू नो विच इंफॉर्मेशन शुड बी ट्रस्टेड, which information should be relied upon before taking a step for the next journey in your career. And given that you are students who are कंप्लीटिंग देयर बी अंडरग्रेड क्वालिफिकेशंस, आई एम श्योर आप सबके मन में होगा कि यार इसके बाद क्या. सो आई पर्सनली बिलीव कि जब हमें ऑप्शंस पता होते हैं, व्हेन वी आर अवेयर ऑफ ऑप्शंस, वी कैन मेक बेटर डिसीजंस. अभी तक मतलब जब हम व्हेन आई वाज स्टडीइंग एंड व्हेन आई एम श्योर योर फैकल्टीज वर स्टडीइंग बैक इन द डे, वी डिड नॉट हैव too many alternatives. For us, I think taking commerce also was a little unexpected. And even after that, after taking commerce, the only option that we had was कि यार CA बनो, yes, company secretary बनो, and just that is your career. Or even after becoming a CA or whatever, options काफी limited थे: audit, taxation, finance. And this is all that we were also taught कि भाई यही career options होते हैं. But in the year 2025, you will be, I'm sure you are already aware of the fact कि there are so many career options out there which can truly make a difference to the way your career is being perceived, which can completely change your career trajectory. And it is necessary that आपको कम से कम वो सारे options तो पता होने चाहिए कि यार चलो, आई हैव ऑल द रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल इन द वर्ल्ड, बट अब मेरा नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होना चाहिए, विच इज वेयर आई थिंक in in a competitive days, like the kind of the kind of world we are living in right now, I think understanding global exposure and knowing what all does life have to offer, I think these become important parts in your discussion. When you are building a career today, the world is the borders are disappearing, which means it's a very open world, and career opportunities are and will be available not just in India but across the world. And when I say career opportunities will be available across the world, what I also mean is कि आपको ऐसा नहीं है जरूरी कि आपको इंडिया के बाहर जाना है. आपको इंडिया में बैठ के भी देर आर ग्लोबल करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज दैट आर नॉकिंग एट योर डोर स्टेप, विच इज वाई इट इज नेसेसरी फॉर यू टू नो कि यार आपके पास और कौन से इंटरनेशनल करियर ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल है, सो दैट यू कैन बिल्ड अ सक्सेसफुल करियर. In today's day and age, India is the global outsourced hub for auditing, for FP&A, that is financial planning and analysis, for compliance, for financial reporting, and for consultancy. A lot of the work from the West, from different parts of the world, is getting outsourced to India, and which is why the demand for qualified professionals, for professionals, who have expertise in accounting and finance, in taxation, in auditing, the demand for these kind of professionals is only increasing. Which means if you are committed, आपके पास पहले से at least 10 times ज़्यादा opportunities available है in India. And that itself is the starting point for you to think next. There are so many people, see, आज के ज़माने में in the year 2025, I don't think graduation बहुत बड़ी बात रह गई है. I mean, when my grandparents were studying, उनके time, doing your 10th and 12th was considered a big thing. With my parents, I think I mean, becoming a graduate was kind of an achievement because very few people were getting those opportunities. लेकिन आज graduate तो हर कोई ग्रेजुएशन हर कोई कर रहा है, विच मीन्स देर इज नथिंग स्पेशल अबाउट एनी वन हु इज डूइंग ग्रेजुएशन. और उसका मतलब आप कोई भी स्ट्रीम में से इफ यू आर डूइंग योर ग्रेजुएशन, देर इज नथिंग दैट इज मेकिंग यू स्पेशल. एंड अगर आपको कुछ you want to add something to your CV, if you want to really grow in your career, then I think an opportunity which basically gives you global exposure is going to make all. So what is happening in the world right now is that with professional qualifications, there are so many different career opportunities which are opening up for you every day. Global packages are running anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 a month, of course, for junior and of course senior roles. The salary packages are even better. And with global careers, आप इंडिया में बैठ के you can accomplish qualifications with a global exposure, and then you can take it ahead and build a very beautiful career for yourselves, जो सिर्फ ट्रेडिशनल सीए और एमबीए और इसके आगे कुछ है. See, right now, of course, the CA wala path is always open. The MBA wala path is open. There's no doubt about that. MBA, which is, more of a career enhancement qualification, it is something, which of course will add brilliantly to your CV. But you also have to remember that MBA can become very expensive. And if you want to do MBA from some of the top colleges in the country or the world, I think it costs you in multiple lakhs. I mean, in colleges in India, 25 to 30 lakh rupees is the bare minimum that you pay. If you are going outside the country, again, 80, 85 lakhs is the minimum that you are paying per year. So these are extremely expensive qualifications, which is why there has been a surge in the demand for professionals who are pursuing global CA or finance related qualifications, which are basically giving them a wider exposure. Now, if I'm talking about how do these professional certifications benefit you, the first thing is that the amount of time investment, they are flexible. They can be completed within 18 to 24 months. See, there are of course people who take 3 years, but if you are committed, अगर आप committed हो तो 18 to 24 months में भी आप qualification complete करके you can start your career. There is global mobility in the sense career opportunities are open and available not just in India but in different countries across the world. And you can be sitting in India and getting brilliant career opportunities from different parts. At the same time, there are high rewarding career roles for all kinds of professionals. The pass rates are way better than the Indian courses. जैसे Indian courses की अगर आप बात करो, be it CA, be it AC, be it CS, इनके pass percentages कम है as compared to global qualifications like ACCA. Plus, the number of opportunities for global finance and accounting professionals are literally through the roof. And if you have any questions about that, the one thing I would say is check your LinkedIn and you check ACCA affiliates or ACCA members, and you will see that there are so many people out there who have made a mark for themselves after completing their ACCA or other global professional qualifications, and it has led to huge career transformations. It has led to them growing quicker in their careers, growing vertically, getting promotions, getting pay hikes after completing these global finance certifications. And your educational background could be, you could be a student who has finished his 10th or 12th, or you could be a student pursuing BBA, BCom, or you could have been like a CA dropout, or you could be a working professional. Regardless of that, qualifications like ACCA and USCMA have the potential to give you 5 years ahead of your peers and put you at the front of the race at a at a very good position, which you can then utilize for developing your career further. What is ACCA now? ACCA, like India में अपना CA है, वैसे ही on a global level you have ACCA, which is basically the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. It is a globally recognized and highly demanded qualification, and it equips the individuals with successful skills and knowledge required for finance, accounting, and management. Now, uh, with so as I told you, with so many outsourced accounting, auditing, FP&A roles coming to India, I think the opportunities for chartered accountants are really growing by the day. For ACCAs also, the opportunities are growing, and you will be surprised to see the amount of growth that professionals have achieved after completing, their ACCA, CA, or whatever roles. So with this, it really brings you, as I said, at the top of your game, and it really makes a lot of difference in the way you and your career is perceived. So all of these things are going to make a whole world of difference to the way you are looking at your career and the world is looking at you. Now, ACCA has three levels, which is basically the knowledge level or the foundation level. Then you have, which has three papers, and they are all multiple choice questions based exams. And all you need to do is you need a score of 50 in order to clear the paper. Once you have finished that, you can move on to the intermediate level, which is also called as the skill level. There are six papers here: law, performance management, which is related to costing. Then you have taxation, financial reporting, audit, and financial management. Again, in each of these papers, you need to secure a minimum of 50 in order to clear. Now, that what you need to keep in mind is that after this is done, you have the final level, which is also called the professional level. There are two compulsory papers and then two optional papers. So as you can see, ACCA really equips you with qualifications, giving you a 360-degree leg up. Okay, these qualifications are really giving you a completely different perspective on auditing, on financial management, on financial reporting, and they are helping you become a full rounded complete professional, and that itself is giving you a huge advantage over other peers who are only doing graduation, right? The ACCA exams, as I told you, if a student is committed, he can finish the course in 18 to 24 months, and it is CA equivalent but on a global level, which means you will get career opportunities not just in India, but you will get career opportunities outside as well, making a whole world of difference to the way situations are perceived and how you are perceived in this ever changing world. So it is necessary कि before you take a decision for yourself, you should be aware कि यार मेरे पास options क्या क्या available है, तभी चल के आप सही तरीके का decision ले पाएंगे. Now, depending on your existing qualification, you do get certain amount of exemptions. अगर आपने बीकॉम किया है तो आपको 13 में से 5 पेपर्स एग्जेम्प्ट है. अगर आपने बीबीए किया है तो आपको कुछ और पेपर्स एग्जेम्प्ट है. एंड दैट बेसिकली ensures that you have to give lesser number of papers because of your prior knowledge, and you can in a way accelerate your career journey. Now, there are career opportunities not just as auditors and financial reporting specialists, but also as chief financial officer, as tax consultants, as risk management experts, as insolvency professionals, as group financial experts. So there are multiple career opportunities available to you, and they are making all the difference. But do not be of the opinion that ACCA is the only career option. For those individuals who are planning to, devote, say, around a lesser time, who want to devote a lesser time, but who want a successful career in finance and in management accounting, for them, the USCMA qualification makes a whole lot of difference. It basically signifies expertise in financial planning, analysis, decision making, and this makes the USCMA course a highly valuable certification in finance. Now, this certification is awarded by the Institute of Management Accountants in the USA. And of course, it is a body which has global recognition and a course which can be completed in a relatively shorter duration. you can complete the USCMA course in a matter of 6 to 12 months if you are serious and committed to your journey, and you will be able to complete the course and get good career opportunities for yourself. The USCMA exam primarily has two parts. There is part one, which has 100 MCQs and two descriptive essay type questions. The second part also has a similar pattern. Now, to clear this exam, what you need to do is you need to get 360 out of 500, and the moment you have that, you have cleared the paper. You have a testing window which basically is three times in a year: Jan, Feb, May, June, September, December. You pick a date of your choosing. You can write the paper when you want and you have cleared. Now, the USCMA exam is two parts. As I told you, part one is about planning and budgeting, external financial reporting decisions, cost management, performance management, technology and analytics, and internal controls. Part two is more of finance and decision making, where you have corporate finance, financial statement analysis, investment decisions, decision analysis, risk management, professional ethics, so on and so forth, thereby giving you a complete understanding of the world of finance and helping you understand all the finer nuances and the finer aspects of it. So, a person who has completed USCMA can get career opportunities in core finance. I mean, he can build a brilliant career and reach the top in management accounting, in so many different fields, which can really make a difference to your career, which typical graduation today doesn't really guarantee you. The high demand for USCMA professionals in today's dynamic job market. Today, you have career opportunities as finance controllers after completing your USCMA, as cost accountants, as management accountants, as budget analysts. The career opportunities are immense, they are through the roof. And if you were to quickly compare ACCA and CMA, ACCA is a qualification that is recognized worldwide. It is for auditing, financial reporting, taxation. USCMA, on the other hand, also has worldwide recognition, but the skills that it focuses on are corporate finance skills. If you want to build a career in management accounting, then USCMA is the right course for you. It can ACCA can open doors to senior finance management roles globally, whereas USCMA is tailored for corporate leadership and C-suite paths. Of course, both these courses offer a lot of practical exposure and training, which is the kind of skills that employers today are looking out for when they are trying to hire people. Now, if we were to compare ACCA and CMA with, MBA or Indian CA, one thing will you will definitely end up noticing. I'm sure you have people in your friends and family circle who are doing CA, and I'm sure they must have told you कि यार हम कितने साल से सीए कर रहे हैं, अटेम्प्ट पे अटेम्प्ट लग रहे हैं, लेकिन हमारा सीए नहीं निकल रहा है बिकॉज द पास परसेंटेजेस आर अबिस्मली लो. MBA, on the other hand, is great, as I told you, but it is a very expensive course, and not everybody will be able to afford it. Not everybody would want to take a loan in order to get, in order to get that qualification. So, on such occasions, I think courses like ACCA, courses like USCMA, they make a lot of difference, and they can put you on a different career trajectory. They can put you on a different career path. So, with these courses, which have a better pass percentage as compared to Indian courses, and which are not as expensive as CA or MBA. These courses do make, they can put you in a very different league altogether, and that can actually help you grow your career faster. Now, the reason why people are not able to succeed in these courses in spite of putting in time is that they don't have personalized study plans, they don't have any idea on how to prepare, they don't practice enough, and there is a lot of skill deficit. What the examination wants and what these people have to offer are primarily at two ends of the spectrum, and there is absolutely no match between the two. So we have to understand that quantum or quantity of effort is not the answer to everything. You need the right methods, you need the right approaches. And what are recruiters' expectations? Recruiters, they prioritize IFRS, they prioritize people with analytical skills, they prioritize people who have good communication skills. I'm sure आपको college में भी communication skills का importance तो I'm sure they focus on all the time. And then there are certain recognition myths. What do I mean by recognition myths? The focus is on evidence and outcome. See, we have to know here at the end of the day, 49, अगर आपका पासिंग 50 और आपको 49 मिला है, आप ये नहीं बता सकते कि यार मेरा 1 मार्क से रह गया. What people will know is either you have passed or you have not passed. So if you want to make sure कि यार you are passing regardless of circumstances, you will need the right kind of guidance, which is where institutions like Plutus come in, who have expert mentorship programs with mentors who are themselves working at the big fours, a past support model which provides you with end-to-end support in terms of examination preparation, then career services which give you training on CV building, on mock interviews, on building your LinkedIn, and helping you secure the right kind of jobs. With partners like Plutus Education, you also get exposure to a good partner network that can help you with career opportunities that are lined up, tailored for you. Of course, what you can see is across the globe, there are opportunities, and our students have consistently done well over the last so many years. And the faculties at Plutus Education are ACCA CMA members themselves. So when they guide you, they have written these exams themselves. So they have the experience of writing the paper, and that in itself is helping the students understand what are those tips and tricks which are necessary in order to get quick success in a professional competitive exam like ACCA. Now, the teaching style at Plutus Education, of course, is has to be exam focused, and our past results have always stood as a testament for that. See, when you are taught by people who have written that particular exam themselves, it makes a whole world of difference to the way you are also preparing. और आज सब इतना competitive हो गया है कि people feel कि मैं जितना सीखूं, मैं जितने skills develop करूं, वो कम है. Maybe when you are in college, when you are living with your parents, and you have that protective cover around you, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. But because आपको नहीं पता कि बाहर के world में कैसे होता है. But after you have finished your graduation, and you have to fend for yourselves, you have to earn your living. At that time, you will realize कि यार my graduation or my qualification, it is not enough. आज के ज़माने में people often feel कि यार what we have done, what we have achieved, or what we are trying to achieve is not enough. So they are trying to go for bigger and better things all the time, which is where the right kind of career choice has to come in, has to step in, and that is what can push your career better. With the right kind of mentor support, with online learning management systems, which basically mirror examination conditions, with personalized study plans and accountability getting created, I think the chances of your success are automatically improved. And with after completing a professional qualification, it adds feather to your cap. It makes you well adorned, and now you have better career opportunities in tier 1 centers like Delhi NCR, like Mumbai, like Hyderabad, Bangalore, and they are really opening up career opportunities which you might not have ever expected for yourself, with good pay packages and also good reputation and respect in the industry. And I'm sure, when you are looking at foreign courses, you do have questions. Will it be recognized in India? Will I get placed? Of course, you will get placed. With the right people connecting you with the employers, your chances of success are automatically up. Though you should not be scared of the fact that it is a competitive or a professional exam, because with the right mentorship, with the right guidance, I think it can make a whole lot of difference to where you are perceived, and that can actually put you ahead of your peers when you are looking at your career. Now, the topmost reputable organizations, be it in finance and manufacturing, be it in consulting across the world, are looking for certified finance professionals, be it ACCA, be it CMA, be it any of these many brilliant qualifications that we just spoke about. So, if you want a leg up in your career, if you want your career to be ahead of your other friends and peers, then I think you have to make the right decision. I personally believe कि यार कोई भी decision जो late लिया जाता है ना, that decision has no value even if it is right. So taking the decision at the right time is important, and then of course you have to work on that. And which is where I would say that courses like ACCA, CMA, with the right kind of guidance and mentoring can make a lot of difference to your career and your growth. So it's necessary that you take the right step, you try to move in the right direction, and you give yourself that necessary space to explore career opportunities, talk to experts, and then grow. Because abhi aapke paas, you are at the right age, where you can uh, where you can evaluate, where you can compare, where you can grow. And that opportunity is something you should not be willing to let go. With Plutus Education, with the right kind of mentorship, you can have at least the guidance which is necessary to kickstart your career. And I know all of you are waiting to ask questions on this. So now I open the floor to questions from all of you, waiting to hear what do you have to ask with respect to these courses. I am, of course, always there to help students, and regardless of where you are in your journey right now, I would be more than happy to help all of you. I don't know how many of you are on LinkedIn. Uh, just so I would encourage you to ask as many questions as possible right now. In the chat box, you will see a form link, which is basically, it will help you to. There are certain giveaways from our end and an e-participation certificate. You will be getting that as well. And I'm also giving you my LinkedIn profile ka link. So if you want to connect, I'm always there to guide students. But I would encourage you to ask questions right now, because right now I'm sitting in front of you and I can answer any and every question that comes to you. But there is always a possibility कि यार अभी आपके मन में सवाल नहीं आ रहा है, but maybe यार कल सुबह आ सकता है. तो I would say you can always connect, and of course please fill the form so that जो भी आपके सवाल है, our expert trainers can and our expert counselors can reach out to you and help you grow. So please make a note of that, and I now open the floor to questions. Uh, Looking forward to answering whatever queries that you may have.
If any students want to ask any questions, kindly unmute yourself.
Also, meanwhile, everybody, the form link is there in the chat box. If you haven't seen it, please fill the form right away. We'll be sharing the certificates and ebooks to
Eklavya,
students
do
who
you
will be
have
filling the
any
form.
questions? Yes, Harsh, kindly unmute yourself. Now you are co-host. Kindly unmute yourself. Ask the question.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, my question is like I am pursuing BCom honors from the DSPSR, and as well as I am pursuing BCom honors from School of Open Learning IGNU as well. Uh,
Mhm.
and I am figuring out to pursue my career in ACCA, and I have researched about more about ACCA from many of institutes like Grant Thornton, EDZAB, Plutus Education as well. And I am confused with the question like I am having the opportunity to get exemptions, but some teachers are saying, some faculties are saying like ki, you should not take exemptions as it creates a negative representative of in your CV. Is it true, sir?
While it does not create any negative impact on your CV, I would say exemptions should only be taken if your fundamental base for accounting and management accounting is strong. If you believe कि यार आपका base थोड़ा weak है, you should do the knowledge level papers so that you can work on fundamentals and बाद में जाके आपको तकलीफ नहीं होगा. So in more than people perceiving your CV in a certain way, it's about building the right knowledge.
Thank you, sir, for answering my question. Can I ask one more question, please?
Please tell me.
Sir, I am confused between the education platforms that are providing the facility of training the ACCA program.
Mm-hmm.
It like I have received the offers from Grant Thornton company. It's a big firm, and like EdZab and many more. Plutus Education as well.
Mm-hmm.
So sir, I am confused between like that कि अ, मैं कहाँ से करूँ कि मेरा जो सीवी है या फिर मेरा करियर है वहाँ से एडवांस मतलब बूस्ट अप हो।
Mm-hmm. देखिए, वो
सर
कौन से इंस्टीट्यूट से करना है, वो आपका करियर उस बात से एनहांस नहीं होगा कि आपने कहाँ से पढ़ा है। आपका करियर उस बात से एनहांस होगा कि आप कितना सीखे हो। देखिए, कोर्स तो हर जगह सेम पढ़ाया जाएगा। सी, आई विल ऑलवेज से कि यार कम ज्वाइन द प्लेस वेयर आई एम वर्किंग, बट इट्स नॉट अबाउट व्हाट दे टीच यू, इट्स अबाउट व्हाट यू लर्न। तो अगर आप उस एटीट्यूड से जाएंगे कि यार मुझे इसमें से मैक्सिमम सीखना है, तो आप सेल्फ स्टडी के थ्रू भी बहुत अच्छा सीख सकते हो। आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग दैट, बट येस, इफ यू हैव ट्रस्टेड इंडिविजुअल्स देन यू शुड गो अहेड विद देम।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
यू आर वेलकम।
Any more students wants to ask any questions? Come ahead. Sir, I think students they don't have questions.
Excuse me sir, my last question.
टेल मी।
Sir, like I will pursue ACCA. It will end like with my graduation as well. So if I do internship with my ACCA and graduation, will it help me in uh, taking the experience from like it's mandatory na कि if you want to a ACCA member, you should have a 36-month experience with companies. Will it help in that way?
See, of course, getting that experience puts you, I mean, it gets you the 36 months that both that are necessary. So, I would say yes, you have to go for that work experience also. Although I would say graduation के बाद करो, पहले graduation complete करो, and because graduation plus ACCA manage करेंगे, उसके साथ work becomes very difficult.
Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome. More than happy to answer all questions, guys. Please let me know.
Yes, students, this is a good opportunity. If you have any questions, unmute yourself and ask the questions. Raise your hand. Sir, I think no further questions they have.
Okay, guys, anytime, as I said, of course, please fill the form. And if you want to connect, you can connect with me on my LinkedIn also. More than happy to help you.
Yes. Eklavya, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, we are truly grateful for the presence of our distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Satyamedh Nandekar, sir. Your expertise in IFRS, global accounting standards, and financial reporting has deeply enriching. Your insights on IFRS 17, your professional journey, and your guidance for students pursuing finance have offered valuable learning to each one of us. On behalf of the entire DSPSR fraternity, I sincerely thank you, sir, for taking time out for your schedule to guide and inspire us. A heartfelt thanks to our moderator, Ms. Khushi, for conducting the session so gracefully. My sincere gratitude to all our respected dignitaries, faculty members, and dear students for their presence and enthusiastic participation. Thank you all once again. Have a wonderful and enlightening evening ahead.
Thank you. Have a good
Okay,
day.
thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.